asked you a few times today now, but just, anything more you can say about the PSAC situation at this point? Any update with, since people are still at the table?
Well, thank you for the question. As you know, I shared an open letter yesterday to kind of reset and share with Canadians in public service where we were at, and I think that made the fact that even Chris Aylward commented on the fact we are on the same page, and I have been at the table working really hard since this morning. We are continuing to have bargaining done today.
So you anticipate being done bargaining today?
No, sorry. I mean, we're bargaining today.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's my Franglish speaking. But we are negotiating again today.
Êtes-vous proche d'une entente? Est-ce que c'est ça que je comprends?
Non, ce que je dis, c'est que nous sommes, avec la lettre que j'ai publiée hier, on est d'accord, les deux parties, qu'on a les mêmes priorités en cours. On a informé aussi les Canadiens, les employés de la fonction publique pour que tout le monde soit sur la même page. Donc ça a permis de faire en sorte qu'aujourd'hui, on continue à être à la table et il y a des choses qui se négocient puis qui se parlent.
Avez-vous demandé à Mme Freeland de délier un peu les cordons de la bourse?
À ce moment-ci, j'ai reçu un mandat du premier ministre et de la ministre des Finances, puis je travaille avec le mandat que j'ai.
How would you describe the temperature at the table right now? Is it cordial? What is it?
So as you know, I'm not physically at the table because that's not my role, but I can tell you that conversations are happening. We've been making sure that the mediator and both parties are talking, and today we're advancing.
Are you getting frustrated with the process at all?
I am focused on getting a deal at the table. Yes, there are times when we're exasperated, other times when we advance. I think that's part of negotiation culture, unfortunately. But I have to tell you, I'm confident because we are at the table, knowing that workers are allowed and we respect them to strike. But the fact that we're at the table is where we're putting all of our efforts.
With work from home being a sticking point, do you anticipate having some language in whatever the final agreement is, enshrining some form of hybrid work in the collective agreement?
I would say that it's important to say that telework is a management right. I think we can be creative at looking at how we can review the telework directive, which is the conversation that we're having. And as we did with the ACFO group last November, we put outside of the collective bargaining agreement a memorandum of understanding to discuss telework. With the Alliance, we are looking at going a bit deeper and looking at reviewing the directive of telework, which hasn't been updated since 1993. Therefore, the pandemic was very difficult for all of us because we had to work from home. We didn't have a choice. It was by necessity. And after the pandemic, or when the pandemic was not as bad as it was, hybrid by design was developed, and now public servants are able to work from home 2 to 3 days a week. And we will continue to make sure that we offer the best services to Canadians while being at work and also being able to work at home. Both of the best worlds, I would call it.
Le chef du nouveau Parti démocratique dit que, le fait que les négos durent depuis 2 ans, que vous n'avez pas fait le travail et que M. Trudeau devrait s'en mêler. Qu'est-ce que vous répondez à ça?
Bien, premièrement, il faut se rappeler que l'année dernière, quand on a mis notre première offre sur la table, l'Alliance a choisi de quitter la table. Ce n'est qu'il y a 3 semaines qu'on s'est retrouvés à la table de médiation après avoir ramené l'Alliance à la table. Donc, parlons des 3 dernières semaines où on travaille les 2 partis, jour et je dirais même parfois nuit, de pouvoir arriver à une entente. Donc, pour moi, les 3 dernières semaines, on a fait beaucoup de progrès. On parle de 570 demandes au départ. Et là, il nous en reste quelques-uns, comme vous avez vu dans la lettre. Ils sont importants, mais on est rendu à un point où je pense qu'on pourrait arriver à une entente parce qu'il ne nous reste que ces éléments-là à conclure.
Donc, c'est les 4 points qui étaient dans votre lettre hier.
Oui, il y en a d'autres petits qui se font à d'autres tables, mais je dirais que c'est les quatre importantes qui restent. Merci beaucoup.